Love you guys. Are we coming home?
I'm taking your car.
At number 26, Badland Rising. What begins as a simple drive home quickly turns into a nightmare. Hunted by two violent criminals, one ordinary man is forced into a deadly fight for survival. With nowhere to run, every mile becomes more dangerous than the last.
There is.
Who is this fucking guy?
At number 25, Motor City. In the dangerous streets of 1970s Detroit, one man loses everything after being framed by a ruthless gangster. Sent to prison for a crime he didn't commit, he returns with one goal: revenge. This time, he's coming back for everything that was taken from him.
Hey, Frank. How you doing, brother? Talk to me.
At number 24, The Punisher, One Last Kill. As Frank Castle struggles to find meaning beyond his endless war on crime, a powerful new threat drags him back into the fight. This time, it's not just about revenge. It's about who he chooses to become.
That's all you got? That's all you got? That's all you got? That's all you got?
Call Gary into my office. There is a situation here.
I assure you you'd like to listen. The alternative is very expensive.
Gary!
At number 23, in The Gray, two elite extraction specialists are tasked with securing an escape route for a high-level female negotiator caught in a dangerous situation. But when the mission spirals out of control, survival depends on skill, strategy, and trusting no one.
Check every box. Tick every tuck. Lube every wheel. Lick every stamp.
They work between the moral and the immoral. The black and the white.
I need your help. We're gonna be rich. Yes.
At number 22, Reckless. Fresh out of prison and desperate for a second chance, a former convict goes back after his cut from an old heist. But with the police closing in and old enemies watching every move,
Whoa, Jesus Christ!
freedom may come at a deadly price. One wrong step could send him right back behind bars.
It's hostility, man. I mean, come on. You will be going home.
Mates, for God's sake.
I'm moving in. Kill me.
I've lost everyone that matters to me.
At number 21, Avengers, Doomsday.
The king has his duties to prepare our people for the afterlife.
The fifth Avengers film and the 39th entry in the MCU.
I have mine.
Directed by the Russo brothers, this Phase 6 event unleashes multiverse chaos as Earth's mightiest heroes face their greatest threat
Of
yet.
Wakanda.
Then, Yancey Street between Broome and Grand.
At number 20, Landship. Trapped inside a sinking World War I tank deep in the mud of Passchendaele, a British crew fights to survive against a relentless enemy. As fear and desperation grow, escape becomes nearly impossible. In the middle of war, survival turns into pure horror.
I have one of your men.
I'm looking at the finest tank crew.
I can't believe our first hit MIT! MJ, come on, pretend like you're not the happiest you've ever been in your entire life.
I can't.
I knew it!
At number 19, Spider-Man. Brand New Day.
Go home! And sometimes Spider-Man has to do the hard thing, even if it breaks Peter Parker's heart.
A fresh chapter begins as Peter Parker steps into a life where everything feels unfamiliar, and the past no longer defines him the way it once did. Trying to rebuild from scratch, he faces new challenges that test not only his strength, but his identity. As powerful enemies emerge and the city once again looks to him for hope, he's forced to balance the weight of responsibility with the cost of starting over.
Nice flowers.
Oh, they're a housewarming gift.
I'm MJ.
I'm just a neighbor from across the hall.
Friendly neighbor.
So that fool's one.
At number 18, The Death of Robin Hood.
Way more monsters.
A legendary outlaw faces his final chapter. Wounded and hunted, he's given one last chance at redemption. But some legends don't fade quietly.
Only about blood. I am the outlaw, Robin Hood.
A wife? A son?
And then what?
At number 17, The Odyssey. After the Trojan War, Odysseus begins a dangerous journey home. Facing legendary threats like the Cyclops, Sirens, and Circe, every step tests his strength and will. Survival isn't guaranteed in a world ruled by gods and monsters.
My dad is coming home. I need everyone at his party dead.
Can still save them.
You need to be strong, like her mother. What if it's a boy?
At number 16, Dune, Part 3. Muad'Dib rises as the heir to unimaginable power, stepping deeper into a destiny that will reshape humanity forever. As ancient schemes unfold, he moves closer to creating a super being ruler among men, a force destined to change the fate of the universe.
The more I fight, I'm not afraid to die.
At number 15, Masters of the Universe.
I know most of you don't remember me, but I know all of you.
A young man on Earth discovers a powerful hidden legacy as the prince of an alien world. Armed with a legendary magic sword, he must return home and defend his kingdom from total destruction.
Everything changed since you left.
And he destroyed our world.
This is my home. I'm gonna fight for it.
At number 14, The Mandalorian and Grogu. Once a lone bounty hunter, Mandalorian Din Djarin and his young apprentice Grogu embark on a thrilling new Star Wars adventure. Facing dangerous foes, uncharted territories, and impossible odds, their bond will be tested like never before in a galaxy far.
This isn't about revenge.
Or do we fight?
I like this kid.
Let's save the rest for after dinner.
Hey, I was just touching base to see when you think you might be coming back. You know, I'm just worried that you're not going to find your stride here if you keep going off-world all the time, Kara.
At number 13, Supergirl. This story dives into Kara Zor-El's darker origins, exploring the struggles and trauma she faced before ever reaching Earth. Forged in loss and survival, her journey reveals the making of a hero long before the world knew her as Supergirl.
This does not look like this is gonna end for you guys.
I got good news, y'all. Gathered here are the world's best fighters.
At number 12, Street Fighter. Ryu and Ken are drawn back into the fight when Chun-Li recruits them for the brutal World Warrior tournament, but a hidden conspiracy pushes them to face each other and the demons from their past.
You're not a warrior anymore, you're a sideshow. This is your shot at redemption. Maybe it's Ken's turn to be champion.
The path I'm on now is not one of combat.
Bitch, please!
You want to know what makes a hero?
At number 11, Mortal Kombat 2, the fan-favorite champions return, now joined by Johnny Cage himself, as they face their deadliest challenge yet. Pitted against one another and forced into the ultimate battle, they must unite to defeat the dark rule of Shao Kahn, a tyrant whose power threatens the very existence of Earthrealm and everyone sworn to defend it.
I'm not some champion.
This is a war.
Obey me. We shall open the blood bath with the longest, most drawn-out death your people have ever seen.
At number 37, The Hunger Games: Sunrise on the Reaping. Set 24 years before Katniss's story, the film begins on the morning of the 50th Hunger Games, where a young Haymitch Abernathy is chosen to fight for survival.
We can stop the games. We can stop the capital too.
Shoulders back, big smile.
What do you think?
I'm sick of living in fear. Just surviving.
Hey, come here.
Is that your mom?
So what'd you do before the world ended?
At number 9, The Dog Stars.
Wondering every day how I got
In a post-apocalyptic world where a deadly virus has wiped out most of humanity,
lucky.
survivors struggle against ruthless scavengers known as Reapers. Hig, a pilot who survived the flu but lost his wife, clings to hope in a broken world.
Exist. And everyone else.
There's gotta be something better than this.
The dream.
We have to stay alive.
It's a lot of faith to keep searching.
Why can I not become a British officer?
Because you are not British, George.
There must be a path.
There is not for you.
At number 8, young Washington. Before he led a nation, George Washington was a young soldier thrown into a global conflict. With alliances crumbling and war closing in, he must choose who to trust and confront the leader he's becoming.
Much of that territory is unexplored.
What are you called?
George Washington.
Whose for is that?
It's the French. Land claimed by the British Crown.
Demand the French leave.
These are not the open battlefields to which...
If you fail, I'll have a clue you're to blame.
This is a direct order, and we will obey it! Fire!
You lost.
George, there's no fairness here.
That is not the way the world works! Forward!
What are you doing?
At number 7, An Enemy Within. On what should be the happiest day of his life, Caleb Wingate is forced into a deadly game when a ruthless assassin known as the Wolf makes him choose who lives and who dies.
Hello?
I've been watching you.
You have until midnight to decide who dies. Get back inside, mother! No! Is there something
Desperate. There is blood on your hand. Must be paid.
You're Hank, aren't you? You're the delivery man. But this is not a FedEx package. There is a little girl that's very sick. And you're delivering her a new liver. If she doesn't get this today, she's not gonna make it.
At number 6, Runner. A high-end courier has just 3 hours to transport a life-saving liver from Brisbane to the Gold Coast. Every second counts, and failure is not an option.
Inmate.
Go, go, go!
Just tuck in your shirt. I'm tucking my shirt. You're covered in blood.
The stories are true.
The story has just begun.
At number 5, Moana.
Full darkness has found us.
A live-action adaptation of Disney's beloved 2016 animated film brings the epic ocean adventure to life. Follow Moana as she journeys across the vast seas, discovers her true destiny, and embraces the courage that defines her as a hero.
Maui, demigod of the wind and sea.
Hero of men. Ah, women. Women too. Men and women.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Listen, princess, if you're gonna do this, you gotta go through a whole ocean of bad.
So you leave the CIA, you get yourself a nice civilian job.
Are you kidding me?
It's good to see you.
At number 4, Jack Ryan, Ghost War. A global conspiracy forces Jack Ryan back into action. Facing enemies who know every move, the mission becomes personal. Trust no one.
Put your hands up. Put them up!
Jack Ryan, I'm sure you're about to tell me that you're a civilian.
Because I am.
What do you know about Starling?
He is coming.
You ready?
Let's go cause an incident.
At number 3, Seven Snipers. A retired sniper living off the grid is forced back into action when danger comes straight to her doorstep. As a ruthless warlord targets her daughter, she must reunite her deadly former team. This time, it's not just a mission, it's personal, and survival means outgunning the past.
All ex-military, good to go.
One of us is for something that happened a long time ago. Together, we survive. Light it up.
At number 2, The Butcher's Blade. A low-ranking constable is falsely accused and made a scapegoat in a major theft case. Rescued by his former teacher, he's forced into a dangerous crossroads. Serve the corrupt system that betrayed him, or fight for his freedom and justice.
Born and raised in London. Father was a cop, grandfather was a cop. Reed ends up serving under his dad,
Investigating a human trafficking operation.
so why'd he leave the UK? File goes cold.
At number 1, Mutiny. After his billionaire boss is murdered right in front of him, Cole Reed is framed for the crime and forced to go on the run. With every authority hunting him down, he must uncover a dangerous international conspiracy before it's too late.
Tell me what you want. Everybody wants something.